I'm Dave Handy from Brooklyn, New York. It's Friday, March 31st. As week 10 of the Trump administration comes to a close, Inauguration Day seems like it was years ago. Let's unpack some of the explosions from this week's dumpster fire. It was revealed last weekend that House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes was briefed by Trump advisors at the White House last Tuesday before briefing the White House on incidental collection of communications between Trump staff and Russian officials, and effectively halted the House committee's investigation of the Trump's campaign's ties to Russia. Trump has said the news, quote, somewhat vindicates his claims that former President Obama had wiretapped him. In the wake of the news, Democrats are calling for Rep. Nunes to recuse himself from the investigation. On Tuesday, Congress voted to gut internet privacy rules. The measure which will allow for internet service providers to sell browsing history and install hidden trackers on phones, passed the House in a 215-205 vote and Senate in a 50-48 vote. The president is expected to sign the bill, but when asked, spokesman Sean Spicer did not detail when. On Wednesday, the Huffington Post reported that LGBTQ persons will not be reported on the 2020 census. The original draft of the census had called for inclusions of these categories, but the draft delivered to Congress this week did not include questions about sexual orientations and gender identity. Also on Wednesday, the Senate Intelligence Committee stepped up in a bipartisan fashion its investigation into the Trump campaign's connection to Russia. The chair and the ranking Democrat delivered a joint statement vowing to administrate a thorough and credible investigation, to work together, and to follow the evidence where it leads. And in some more surprising news Wednesday, it was revealed FBI Director James Comey had wanted to go public with the Bureau's assessment of Russia's attempt to interfere in the 2016 elections. Shockingly, it was the Obama administration who turned down the director's offer to write an op-ed detailing the accusations. On Thursday, Vice President Mike Pence cast a tie-breaking vote in the Senate to allow debate to defund Title X family planning grants, which directly affects funding for groups like Planned Parenthood. The measures provide funding for services such as contraceptive and STD screenings and cannot be used to cover abortion services. The city of Seattle is suing the Trump administration for its plan to starve sanctuary cities of federal funding. City government is arguing the move is coercion, and the mayor called the president, quote, a bully. And in more Russia and Trump news, will we ever be able to talk about something else? On Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin called allegations surrounding Russian collusion with the Trump campaign, quote, fictional, illusory, provocations, and lies. When asked plainly if Russia had made any attempt to interfere or to favor a certain candidate, Putin responded, read my lips, no. This came hours before news broke that Mike Flynn, the former national security advisor to Trump, was requesting immunity in exchange for his testimony. A statement from Flynn's lawyer reads, General Flynn certainly has a story to tell, and he very much wants to tell it. Meanwhile, just before the taping of this, NBC News has learned that Senate Intel Committee has turned down his offer. Adam Schiff, the ranking member on the House Intel Committee, said that it was too early to talk about immunity, and there were, quote, many more witnesses and documents to obtain. He added, quote, we should first acknowledge what a grave and momentous step it is for a former national security advisor to the President of the United States to ask for immunity from prosecution. That's all the news for now, thank goodness. Please check the links with this post for more on all of these stories, and for more news and analysis from the News Progressive, please make sure to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.